Have you ever been in a situation where you've worked hard on a project or an email or a letter, and you've really put some soul and some thought and some work into getting it all ready to go? And just as it's almost complete, and you're reflecting on the project or whatever it is that you're working on, you start to critique it and you look at it sort of with that, left eye, and you start seeing the faults and the challenges or the things that aren't quite correct with it. These are pivotal moments, and we all have them in some way, shape, or form. And in the Parsha, there's a similar incident that takes place. On a grand scale, this was the moment, or moments before the Jewish people were about to enter the land of Israel after many years of trials and tribulations and challenges, nation-building moments that had taken place and that had transpired over the years in the lead up to this moment. And the final challenge that they're there to face and to experience is the king Balak is there to cause a stumbling block and to cause issues and challenges for the Jewish people before this great moment. And he hires Bilam to come and to the prophet to come and curse the Jewish people. And it was an important moment. What's really interesting is that if you follow the story, what ends up happening is that instead of curses, out come blessings. And Balak, the man who put this whole plan together and who had orchestrated this entire fiasco, ends up becoming a great advocate. Many generations later, Ruth, King David, end up stemming from the same individual. And in life, sometimes we could be our own greatest critics, and we could look at things and critique them to the point where it almost, holds us back from achieving what it is that we've set ourselves out to being able to achieve. And perhaps like the story here, it's important to reflect and to see that we could be our greatest critics, but we could also be our own greatest advocates and be that voice of support and reason and help us achieve and get ourselves over the line and get those projects over the line. So be that voice of inspiration and of encouragement for yourself and take inspiration from the story that takes place in this week's Parsha. I wish you all a beautiful Shabbat. Shabbat Shalom.